Okay, welcome back to the next drawing tutorial. So I have here two cubes that are roughly drawn, and what I want to do today is make these 3D. So what I'm going to do is keep one cube blank, and then I'm going to keep the other cube as the shaded cube. Now what I'm going to do in the corner right here is add in a sun, and this sun is going to be on the front. So all of the shadows from here are going to go forward. So if we go from the sun and we go with a straight line right here, we're going to go forward with the shade at an equidistant distance and come in here. Now once we get to this point right here, we notice that the shape changes. So with these shapes you can go ahead and you can kind of blur this out at the back if that's easier for you, and maybe we'll thin that out just a little bit more. So we can go ahead and shade this part in right here. Make this nice and smooth, and then we can use our finger right here just to pull the shadow outwards just a little bit, so we have that nice feathering at the back. We can do some lighter shades just here, just to bring this through just ever so slightly, and again to bring that through a little bit darker around the shape, and then feather that out with some nice shade just at the back here. Now what we can do at this point as well is this part is being hit directly by light and these two parts are not. So the shade will be deeper at the back here and then lighter towards the front. But since this is hitting the front part right here, this is the side, the light won't be quite reaching this side. So a little bit deeper just at the back there, and then lighter at the front. And I've just noticed it's a little bit off center as well, so maybe we could just amend that ever so slightly and bring that across. So once we get to this part at the top right here, we want to do deeper shading at the back and then lighter shading at the front. So we'll go across right here, and you want it darker here and then lighter, lighter, lighter as you come forward. So now you can do some shading at the bottom right here. You could perhaps add a little bit of shade just around the bottom right there, and then we could do a little bit of shade just on the corners and a little bit of shade just on the side, just here and here as the light's hitting it right here. Let's go ahead with that. And then for the shade we can just pull this back just ever so slightly so we've got that nice little feathering going on. And then maybe add a little bit more definition just to the back of the cube as well and to the floor. So now we have this nice cube, and what I'm going to do is let's go for some tight lines just at the back right here and then kind of loosen them up as we're coming forward just here. And you can go with perspective as well. Because whilst you're shading the cube and making this look sort of 3D, at the same time your environment will also affect the way that the cube sits. So that's something that you should be aware of, these perspective lines that we can get coming through here. I hope that's been a helpful tutorial for you, and I will see you in the next one hopefully.